Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Mary Francis. I'm one of Regime Lali's students. Welcome to Medical Qigong practice. Quick things. If this is one of your first times practicing with us, then please know that you don't have to get all of the exercises all in this one setting. The more often you practice, the more familiar the exercises will be for you, and you'll gradually understand them more and more and more. Also, never ever move into pain. These exercises are meant to promote qi and blood flow, meaning they're supposed to feel good, and you're supposed to be able to stay relaxed. And if you start to move into pain, then that starts constricting the qi and blood flow. So always listen to your body. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and start with our warm-ups. We're opening up to the left. I'm going to try to mirror you. The feet are parallel, so the channels are open evenly in the front of the body and the back of the body. The tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. And then with hands in loose fists, we're going to start swaying from side to side. We're breathing in and out through the nose, bringing the breath as deeply into the body as is comfortable. And then as we're twisting, we're allowing that lead hand to travel up the torso to the opposing shoulder. Coming back down the body. And taking away some of the momentum so that we gradually come back to the center. Widening the stance further so we can open up the channels in the lower half of the body, tapping the inner thigh and then up at the hip. Widening the stance even further as we transition. I'm going to reposition myself. We're starting from the hip and then working our way down the interior aspect of the legs, where it's just above the ankle or wherever it's comfortable for you. Coming to the lateral aspect of the legs. Back on up. Once you get to the hips and the glutes, slide that left foot a little closer to the right. Still maintaining the hip width, shoulder width distance. And continuing up to just underneath the rib cage, the low back area. Waking up those kidneys and that kidney energy. Placing the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and then up the spine. Resting the palms at the low back. Closing the eyes. And as we inhale through the nose, guiding the breath and the chi to the low back, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. As we inhale, guiding the breath and the chi through the nose, down the throat, into the torso, meeting with the palms at the low back. And then as we exhale, we're allowing that energy to flow to wherever it's needed. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Allowing the mind to relax by focusing in on the breath. allowing the body to relax, and allowing the chi to flow freely. Opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides, and closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. We're working on our Golden 8 series. We'll start with the lung and large intestine exercise. Reach for happiness. Opening up. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. And out. Now working at your own pace, allowing the breath to guide the rate of the movements. Maybe you want to speed up or maybe you want to slow down. You're allowing the breath to draw forth the movement. Getting ready to close. Closing. Our second exercise for the heart and small intestine, the archer exercise. Opening. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Continuing, allowing yourself to flow side to side. Harmonizing the breath and the movement. Getting ready to close. Closing. Our third exercise for the spleen and stomach between heaven and earth. Opening. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Getting ready to close. Closing. Our fourth exercise for the Sanjaya system. Turn and look back. Opening. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Getting ready to close. Closing. Our fifth exercise for the liver and gallbladder, twist and release. Opening. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Allowing the mind to relax into the exercise. Relaxing into the breath. And getting ready to close. Closing. Bend for health for the kidney and urinary bladder system. Opening. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. Out. And inhaling back to standing. Continuing on, allowing the movements to be an expression of the breath. Speeding up or slowing down the pace as which works best for you and your body. Getting ready to close. Closing. Our energy punch exercise for the conception vessel or rin channel. Opening. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. And getting ready to close. Closing. Our 8th exercise for the DU channel, DU, or governing vessel. It's in 2 parts. Opening, energy jump, inhaling as we elevate, exhaling as we come back to the earth. Part 2, we're inhaling as our arms come up, exhaling as we shake them down. And then taking the momentum away, gradually allowing ourselves to come back to stillness. And closing. Then for our facial rejuvenation exercises, which we're going to lead into our closing exercises, you're going to keep the feet together so we can retain all that wonderful energy. I'm going to scoot closer to the camera. We're first going to transfer some of that wonderful energy that we've been cultivating over the past half hour to the palms as we rub them together. And then we're going to wash the face 9 times. Wiping the brow and then under the eye 9 times each. Wiping up and down the nose 9 times. Then our circles at the lower element of the nose, middle and upper, inwards 9 times, outwards 9 times. Just beneath the pupil at the cheekbone, there's a little divot, inward 9 times and outward. Using all 5, 10 fingertips, dredging the channels of the scalp 9 times. Covering the ears, taking the middle finger and snapping down with the index finger 9 times. Taking all 5 fingertips, grasping the top of one ear, all 5 fingertips grasping the bottom of the earlobe of the other ear, and then pulling 9 times. Switching. Popping the cork 9 times. Philtrum, mandibular crease, inward 9 times, outward 9 times. And then massaging the jaw 9 times each side. Then our number changes to 12. We're going to brush down the throat 6 times each side or 12 times total. Continuing down the breastbone 12 times total or 6 times each side. Resting the palms at the lower dantian. Traditionally, men place their left hand first, right hand on top. Women traditionally right and then left. We're all going in the same direction. I'm not going to mirror you here. We're going to draw circles, 9 of them, up the right and down the left. We're starting to gather that chi that we've cultivated, bringing it to the lower dantian. Once you've completed 9 circles, we're going to go in the other direction 9 times as well. Here we're concentrating the energy. Resting the palms at the lower dantian, closing the eyes. And as we inhale, we're guiding the breath in the chi to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store. Inhaling, using the mind intention, the mind's eye, to guide the breath and the chi down to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up. And exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store so that you may use it throughout the rest of your day. Thank you everyone so very much for practicing with us this Thursday morning. Henry, we are ready for our Chi Chat.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. It's good to see everybody. We had a busy class today. So we've been talking the last few days about facial rejuvenation. I'm going to break this up today though, because we are in early summer. So I want to talk about early summer season right now. Okay. The start of summer is around May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. And that actually is a good way to remind you why, what the energy of summer is. It's a lot of celebration, it's a lot of outgoing energy. And if you've been listening into some of my other Chi Chats about 5 elements, fire, this is the fire time. Okay, so fire, summer, celebrations, fun. So a lot of outgoing things happening. It's the most yang part of the year. So remember that and also remember that, you know, you got to go out and have some fun this time of the year. I know this is very difficult because, you know, we're doing social distancing, we're still kind of staying at home. But the good thing is that, you know, for most of us, some of these restrictions are starting to get relaxed. So, but it's still important to, what we say, feed that heart energy. So heart is the organ of the summer. Okay, so the heart is like your spirit, your way of connecting with other people, and it thrives through social connection. So it's really important for the heart energy to really connect with other people, to be in social surroundings. That's why in a typical summer, you know, you go to parties, you hang out, you have these long days where you can socialize and have fun with people, go on vacations. So right now we can go on virtual vacations to like the kitchen and the backyard or something like that. We did, there's a segue here. We did sneak off and see the bioluminescence in the ocean last night. It's really gorgeous if you're able to see that along the coast. And we went to Manhattan Beach. The good thing is that, you know, like they didn't shut off the sidewalk, like there's like a bike path and stuff, so you can get on there and you can actually see the ocean from there. So that's just a little fun. So that light that you see in the water, that's like fire energy. Okay, that brightness. Okay, so back to talking about fire. Social energy is very important for fire. Fire is the only element in the 5 elements that needs other elements to continue. If you think about fire in real life, right? Fire doesn't exist on its own. It needs like wood, for example, to burn and create. So it's the same thing, the social energy, the interactions that helps fuel the fire. So you really can't, we're all social beings. We really can't survive in a healthy way for a while without that social energy. So this Zoom thing is a really cool thing for us to stay connected. And you can do that with your friends and stuff, even phone calls, FaceTime, emails, anything like that. That's going to be really good to help nourish and feed your fire energy. Now, you don't want to go too crazy, okay? Remember that the emotion of fire, on one side is joy, okay? So that's a happiness, you want to feel the heart. And in Chinese, the term for happiness literally means open heart. It means your heart is open. That's when you're happy, okay? But the opposite of that is if you have too much joy, too much happiness, it really scatters your energy. It burns itself up. So you really want to be careful. You want to have a balance, right? So the opposite of fire is water, okay? So you don't want to have too much water because the water will douse the fire, but you want to have enough water. It actually becomes a fuel for the fire, a very good grounding for the fire so that it doesn't go out of control. Okay, so you can party and stuff and enjoy, but always have a balance. Come back to knowing who you are. All right. I think that's my chat for the day, is to give you some ideas of the fire energy. So really go out and have some fun if you can. I think we're loosening up some restrictions starting tomorrow. So hopefully you can go to the beach, go to the park, things like that. But of course, be careful. Just want to see. Yes. Speaking of the heart, Gary, we need others to experience love. Absolutely. That's a very wise saying. Thank you so much for sharing that. So it's good to see everybody. I hope you enjoyed the early summer. This is early summer. I know it feels like summer today. But yeah, so enjoy nature, enjoy the animals. This is a great time to let our heart energy expand. Have a good time, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 8:15. We'll talk more about facial rejuvenation tomorrow. Thank you.